You're listening to English with Monty, the podcast about the English language. Today is 8-Minute English, talking about vocabulary to do with crime. Hello there, and welcome to 8-Minute English. I've got Gideon on the show. How are you doing, Gideon?
I'm fine, John. Good to be here.
It's always good to be here, isn't it? Thank you for coming on. We did something many moons ago on your podcast episode, a bit to do with crime. I thought it would be good to have a look at a bit of crime vocabulary. Hopefully not because you've been robbed or anything like that, more because detective and films to do with crime are always popular, aren't they? Because we all love a bit of crime, don't we?
We love a bit of crime, don't we? Watching crime on film and TV, but not to be victims of it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Try not to be a victim. I guess there are lots of different words, though, aren't they, related to it?
Yeah.
So I've given you this thing online and you've got to fill in the gaps, if that's okay. And then we could talk a bit about the word as well. And we could even take it in turns. Maybe it's too much pressure to make you do all of this.
Okay.
Do you want to start off?
Someone must have seen the accident, but the police can find no da-da-da-da so far. Okay, so seen the accident. So who sees an accident? The witness.
So you'd always have a witness, wouldn't you? So somebody who's seen the event. Like often if you have a car crash, hopefully you will never have a car crash, but sometimes you need for the insurance, don't you? You need a witness to tell the insurance company or the police or whatever who actually did what and who was at fault.
By the way, John, it's the people listening to the podcast, they're not going to see the other options, sentence, commit. So they're not going to be able to play along.
Oh, yeah. How do I resolve that, though?
I don't know. You can read at the beginning. Oh, I'll do it now, shall I? So if you're listening at home, for each of the gaps, you can choose one of these words. Sentence, commit, red-handed, guilty, burglars, robbed, witnesses, bribes, broken, bars. And the first one is someone must have seen the accident, but the police can find no da-da-da so far. So this is seen, so I think the answer is witnesses.
Yeah, that's correct. Witnesses. Good. We'll put these as well, actually, in the notes of the podcast episode, because I think that could be useful.
Okay.
So George was to life imprisonment. In this case, be sentenced. When you go in front of a judge at a court, they will sentence you, which gives you a number of years in prison, isn't it? In this case, life imprisonment means that he's going to spend his whole life inside a prison.
That's right.
Next one. The
supermarket has already been into 5 times that year. I would say it's not robbed into. No. Because you don't rob into something, but you can, a synonym of that is to break into, and this is a past tense, so it's broken into. Supermarket's already been broken into 5 times that year.
That would be if you are breaking a window, isn't it? In some way, the supermarket's secured and you're actually physically getting in somehow when you shouldn't be. So breaking the window or...
Yeah.
So that's why you're breaking into it. And the idea is to steal something, isn't it, really, in that case?
Yes.
Okay, the jury found Jane of shoplifting. So in this case, it would be the jury found Jane guilty of shoplifting. So shoplifting is when you take things from a shop, and being guilty means that you are at fault, that you definitely did it. Next one.
She spent 20 years behind after being convicted for murder. And a synonym of being in prison we're looking for here. Yeah. And a synonym for that is behind bars.
That's correct. Because you'd have bars on your window, wouldn't you?
Do they still have bars?
I don't know. When was the last time you've been to prison?
I once lived behind Holloway Prison, women's prison.
Oh, wow.
And I could see the prison from my window, and they had net curtains.
Really?
Yes, they had net curtains. I was looking for bars. I said, that's strange. Why have they got net curtains?
They obviously didn't try and break out, did they?
No, I think there is a perimeter wall, so it wouldn't have been that easy to break out. It wasn't just looking out onto the street, I should say, those curtains. No, they were within the compound.
Could you wave at the inmates?
They were quite far away. I couldn't really see the shadows and things,
Yeah.
but I couldn't lean out the window and have a chat. No.
That's quite interesting. Okay, so Peter was of his wallet, laptop, and smartphone. So this one would be robbed, as in somebody took them from him. So next one.
My uncle was sent to prison for a crime that he didn't. Okay, so he didn't do. It's a synonym of do, isn't it?
It is,
So
yeah.
commit.
You would always commit a crime, wouldn't
Commit
you?
a crime.
It's co-location, that one, really, isn't it? You don't typically say do a crime. You would always say commit a crime, wouldn't you? And the next one, the police caught him stealing money from the woman's purse. The police caught him red-handed stealing money from the woman's purse. I guess this one is you catch somebody in the act, don't you, if it's caught red-handed?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to always be about crime, does it? If you, as a child, your mom makes a birthday cake and says, oh, don't touch the birthday cake. And then as soon as your mom leaves the kitchen, you go to grab the birthday cake. She comes back in and she's, oh, I've caught you red-handed.
Exactly.
Could use it that way, like you're seeing somebody in the action of doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Next one.
Most don't bother picking locks. They know they'll be able to gain entry by cruder methods. That's a difficult one, isn't it?
It is quite difficult, yeah.
Most burglars?
I think that would be correct.
A strange question. Don't bother picking lock. What do you mean, bother? I can't be bothered. A burglary, gain access to a home, usually.
I guess burglary, yeah, it's about homes, isn't it? And then you take the items from inside of the home.
Yeah.
So a burglar is the person, a burglary is the noun, as in the situation. By cruder methods, a crude method would be breaking the window, wouldn't it? As in something very simplistic, easier. Last one, it was alleged that she has taken bribes while in the office. I didn't do the sorry about that. Taken bribes, to take money, isn't it, in order to change the situation of something.
Yeah.
I guess obviously it's corruption, isn't it? Something illegal.
I should say you didn't need to bribe me to join you on this podcast. I was happy to do it.
Wow. Okay. Can you give me back the bribe then?
What bribe is that?
Maybe I should have blackmailed you. That's one that's not included here. Yeah, I could have blackmailed you. Say, okay, if you don't come on my podcast, I'm going to show the pictures of you and Scarlett Johansson.
Well, please do, John. It'll do good for my reputation.
True. But I guess in that situation, blackmailing is obviously trying to make you to do something by giving you a threat, isn't it, in some way?
Yeah.
Right. Thanks very much for that, Gideon.
Thank you.
And you've been listening to 8 Minute English.